Beneath the surface of the perfect small town, a dark world awaits.
Are you the one that found me here?
You know anything?
Well, one name that keeps coming up is this woman singer.
I bet someone could learn a lot by getting into that woman's apartment.
I don't know if you're a detective or a pervert.
Well, it's for me to know and you to find out.
What are you doing in my apartment?
I close my eyes. Then I
Are you a bad boy?
away.
Hey! Who is this?
Into the madness.
Don't be a good man for the earth.
Softly say,
Oh, shit, just break that up!
with you.
I love you! Love me!
Dreams I talk to you. In my mind, all the time.
Ready or not, I come. Here's to an interesting experience, huh?
I'll drink to that.
Wow.
And welcome to episode 130 of Unsocial Spectators.
Hey now.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. This was a fun one.
Yeah, I forgot how batshit this movie was.
I did not. It burned so many images into my brain. There's only one moment during the film where I went to Shelby and I go, "Oh, I forgot about this." When he's getting beat up and the girl's dancing on top of the car. I forget about the girl dancing.
Yeah, which was just a perfect scene.
I mean, it's all built up. They've taken him out here. They're just beating him up, and the screams, and then the dancing, and it's just all this like tornado of insanity.
Is this Dennis Hopper's best film? I mean,
I
it's
have
a
to say
toss
yes.
up with this and Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, but I think in anyone else's hands, Frank Booth is not the character we know.
No, it only takes a fucking maniac to play that kind of maniac.
Yeah, because I've gone, who could play that role?
Nobody.
Yeah, he brings that level of insanity. He could shift gears on a dime. and if you think about it, Lynch knew he could do this and gives him one physical prop, that mask to inhale, and
Yeah.
it's so well used. It's timed well. It gives you that moment of break where you're just like, oh, it's going to get more intense as he just every second he's breathing this in. It's just one of the best villains. I just don't know anyone else that could have pulled this off.
No, nobody else is that much of a maniac.
And I looked back on Crazy at Heart and go, you know, it's like he almost did the same thing with, oh my gosh, the Green Goblin. I want to call him the Green Goblin.
Wild at Heart.
Wild at Heart.
Defoe
with the teeth.
Yeah.
Like he knew Defoe could do it. And then like, what about this creepy little element of these teeth that when you're close up on, they're just there and gross. They're on the screen. They're just, ugh. But like this, having to be able to stop and breathe. And like, you're just like, oh, Hopper's so good.
He is, man.
And I really, really loved seeing Laura Dern pivot you know, as like the prim and proper high school girl. She has a boyfriend. She's kind of off limits to Kyle, but as the thing goes along, as he gets deeper in, she keeps kind of pulling for him, and she keeps going back for him.
Yeah.
And it's just the complete opposite character from Wild at Heart.
She was 19 or 18 when this movie was made.
So good. I mean, just
fantastic.
Yeah. There's a shot like, Lynch has the Wizard of Oz obsession. We saw it in the last film. In this one, I feel like there's a shot of Laura Dern that he uses the lighting to make her look like Glinda the Good Witch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it makes me think about the Straight Story and the fact that he was going down the yellow brick road.
Yeah. And we see him using elements of fire again that we've seen even in the Straight Story, which I thought it made, like when it triggered the fire scene in this moment, I went back to the Straight Story in my mind and I go, oh, I get how he was using it before. There's a moment where his lawnmower breaks down and he just starts shooting at it until it blows up, and that's the fire element that he uses. That's where Lynch takes over as the storyteller, because up to then I think those elements were real. Like his lawnmower broke down, these were the things, and then Lynch becomes the storyteller after that to kind of like broaden and tell the story he wants to tell, is what I feel like was the Straight Story moment of his use of fire, as I babble. But
yeah, Blue Velvet it's almost his perfect film, I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, it has all the elements that he's known for. It's his picture of America, like the way he used the Straight Story to kind of tell this story across the Midwest. This is suburban America, and you can't really tell what year it is.
No.
Laura Dern's dressed like she's in the 50s. Every car that's on the side of the road is like it's in the 50s. His car, we looked this up because I wanted to look up Kyle MacLachlan's car, is a 63. So it was like the oldest one in there. Like even the fire truck that drives.
Isn't it Bonneville?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's a beautiful car.
Oh man, it's awesome. But just I saw this one time, like we were talking about this off the air last time, that like my buddy that had died from the heroin overdose was the guy who introduced me to David Lynch. And so I remember going back to like seeing Wild at Heart and Blue Velvet, and Blue Velvet just really burned so many things into my brain that I had no idea you could do in movies. Like, just things that were really cool. Like his obsession with the ear, just the scene when Dennis Hopper comes in, like he's still storytelling, but there's violence that needs to be told, that needs to be in the story, because a lot of movies use violence that isn't necessary to the story.
It's not gratuitous.
Yeah.
It's its own character.
We do have like where Wild at Heart was a little more like kind of big, gross out, violent moment. We really kind of just had the moment where he saw the guy in the yellow suit standing there with a chunk of his brain exposed.
Yeah, the violence is more implied.
Yeah. Well, except when Dennis Hopper comes in and really beats up Isabella Rossellini like that. Yeah. But because that's part of who she is, she's like, violence to her in sex is normal, and it's normalized by him. And when she tries to bring it into her relationship with Kyle MacLachlan, she's like, what the fuck?
She's a masochist.
Yeah. Like it's abuses what she expects in a relationship, it seems.
Or used to. Yeah.
What are your theories on the bird at the end?
If it almost feels like it was there all along, was hovering above the small town, watching the insanity.
I think because I talked to Shelby about this. I go, I think the bird comes across so fake because this ending isn't real.
Nothing's real.
Well, yeah, nothing's real, but he doesn't have a happily ever after that the story gives you, that the movie gives you. I think he's saying, like, in an idyllic America, everything would be okay. The bad guy would be dead and he would return home and, and all this. But, before that scene happens, the cops have a gun on him. He's just murdered a guy. He's in an apartment he's not supposed to be in, that he's taken a key and broken into. Like, there's a lot of things that show that this guy really is a criminal. And he even states earlier, I have no facts that Frank Booth has done these things to her. Like,
Right.
he has no evidence, but kills him.
It seems, the whole movie seems like a dream.
Oh, very much so. Yeah.
So the ending and everything, it's when you wake up.
Yeah. Well, I love his view of America because it is kind of this weird wholesomeness of the 50s and 60s, but then he's like, I'm just gonna make it dark for a minute. And Frank Booth is that darkness.
And the music is fantastic.
Oh, it's so good. Can we talk about Dean Stockwell?
I loved it. It may be my favorite scene in a movie.
Yeah, it just catches you off guard, and you see Frank just kind of, as he whispers those words, like he's just captivated by the music, and you want to know, like, what has done this to him? Like, what is his, in the same way that she is obsessed with violence and sex, and he has violence ingrained in him, and these songs are a part of him that dim down the violence, but also escalate it.
It almost seems as though Frank is the dark side of Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah. As if Kyle continued down that road and got caught up in that criminal life, he would be Frank Booth in 30 years.
Exactly.
Wow. Fuck. I didn't think about that. Because then he would be with her. Violence would become her violence. It would just be giving off violence from Frank to her to Kyle. Like, right. I can't even, it's weird because I can't say Kyle MacLachlan's character, because that's who I see him as. Just, because he's such a young actor. But man, Dennis Hopper is fucking Frank Booth, and Frank Booth is just his own character in this movie.
Yeah. So, what else have you been?
We haven't even. I still want to. There's other shit. There are other scenes that I'm just like still.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'd like to get back to Stockwell. That character was genius.
Yeah. And it has to come from an ounce of truth. There has to be someone that existed like that
either Stockwell knew that guy or Dave knew that guy.
Yeah, I feel like Dave knew that guy, or maybe they both knew that guy.
Right.
Oh, there was another trailer that I almost pulled that was for the re-release that is just the song. it starts off with Dean Stockwell with the microphone and the lighting. Like that whole shot is so good, and he's just he's lip syncing along, and then it goes into the movie. There is a scene where Kyle and Laura Dern are rushing back to the house, and Isabella and her boyfriend is chasing them.
Right.
And and the boyfriend cuts him off. I love this so much because it seems like in a traditional movie, the ex-boyfriend and the boyfriend or the new guy would fight. There would be this whole scene, but not in a David Lynch film.
No.
In a David Lynch film, when they show up for a high school fight, naked Isabella Rossellini comes out beaten up, and you just see like everyone doesn't know how to react in this scenario because this is something new to all of them except for Kyle. He's just like, he's going to help her. And that high school guy is just like, whoa.
Yeah. I am not involved in this.
I love the element of like when someone's thrown into that darkness that are just caught off guard, like I'm getting the fuck out of this.
And I love the line. What was it she said? You put my poison inside of me.
Oh, fuck. And she would just say it at the most, and you see that too was also a part that I feel like there's no way that Laura Dern's character comes back to take him after she sees that. Now she may like think he's crazy and everything, but like another reason I think that the ending is a dream is because you get the happiest ending with Isabella Rossellini hugging her child at the end. And this is a David Lynch film.
Yeah.
So he's showing us what the happy ending, but it's his film. So how it really ended, that she never sees her kid again.
Right.
Yeah. And I saw a behind the scenes about this robin that they used at the end because they were going to get a trainer to bring one in, but apparently the one they brought in like was molting and looked really sickly. And so they were trying to get this shot where they have to get this bird. And so they had a guy who had taxidermied a robin, and that is what they used at the end. And David is actually moving it. And the guy who was responsible for the shot goes, it doesn't look very real. And he goes, yes, I know. And that's the reason that makes me think he wants it. He wants that element of what Laura Dern talked about to come across as artificial. This is not that ending. So,
this is a movie that sticks with you for years.
Yeah. And I probably won't revisit it, for another 10 years, maybe, just because it sticks with you. And I could talk about it again, tomorrow or in another year, because it's so good. Every frame mattered. Every piece of dialogue mattered. The radio mattered. You could see, just the way he paints the town. This is a lumber town. This is, is,
was it Lumberville?
Yeah, I was like Lumberton.
Yeah, Lumberton.
He's like, I just need to come up with a town that has lumber as their main resource, Lumberton. But I'd love that we saw the Straight Story just to see more of his really love of America and the way he shoots it and everything. And here it's more of like, look at the beautiful suburbs we had. Like even the numbering of the houses are like 3 digits, which typically are like you see in smaller communities. Like every kind of detail in this, I was like looking for, and it was just so spot on. This is probably one of the greatest films of our generation.
I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, nothing paints America better than this. Because this is more of a neo-noir, but I almost want to compare it to America's fascination with true crime, because he takes that element of, and pushes it a little further. Like, I'm going to sneak in and do this. Like, he can't just be interested in the story from the outside aspect of it.
Yeah.
So
What a great film.
yeah. I mean, I really like, even Shelby, she's like, I know you're gonna go dig into some film film essays, but go read some. She goes, I bet you there's probably a batch of old stuff that hasn't been read in a while that's good.
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
So what have you been watching?
Not much else. We started Wonder Man, the show.
I heard that was good.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, you know, being a comic book person, you carry all this knowledge of this character in your head, and then you go to the show and they're trying to set it up. But his character in the book is really weird. So, like, I'm glad they're kind of doing their own thing, but it looks like it still kind of ties to some of his history. The setup is, you know, this kid you know, as a kid, he saw Wonder Man the movie and he remembers it. And he has, you know, really fond memories of that. They're casting this Wonder Man movie. He wants to be in it. And he runs into Trevor Slattery, who is Ben Kingsley, who's been playing a character since Iron Man 3, who was a real villain in the comics called the Mandarin, but he was very dated, very, you know, for the time. So they just kind of did this fake character. Ben Kingsley's so fucking good. So you're really, I mean, they both are really good, but what they're putting together is this mentor relationship with Simon Williams, Wonder Man. And that's the thing that's hooking me in right now, because I really enjoyed those two kind of being together and being actors. And there's a scene where he shows how he has to sit in an audition tape. So he goes through all the trouble of like, well, he goes to one place where he's going to record it. That falls through. He tries to do it at home. And it shows you all the minutia of like, he's going to record these sides. And so he has to record the reading of the other character so that he can record himself responding to that. So there's all this setup and lighting and everything. And I really love that it got into that detail of what this guy's trying to achieve. But will become a superhero along the way, because he's a fun character in the comics. But so far in the film, it's really just like, that's the relationship I'm looking for, is that mentor mentee, because they're really good together.
Kingsley's amazing.
Oh yeah,
sure.
It's so weird that he's in Marvel movies and he's been in a lot.
Yeah.
We talked about it yesterday on my podcast, and Daniel was really big on it. So he's like, finish it, because it's only like 30 minutes an episode. So, but it's written by one of the guys who wrote big episodes for Community, like the paintball episode, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And so I was expecting like big comedy, but it's because they advertise it that way too. And it doesn't come across like it's very dry.
Good.
You know? And then really, we've been watching X-Files. We've just been we're still in that rewatch. So we're like in season 4 still. So,
oh, wonderful.
I'm setting up my Plex server again and going through all my media, and forgot to export my old Plex server. So all the changes that I had made on the old one, I lost.
Oh, no.
So I'm having to redo it, but I have a ton more library of things. And I was talking to Shelby, I go, if we get a little extra cash from our tax return, like I would love to get a Plex server lifetime.
Yeah. Just wait for Black Friday.
Yeah. Because I know they do offer it specials all along the year,
Sure.
especially in December. Usually it's half off.
Yeah.
So I've been playing with that and just looking at all the old movies on there. And so I've decided just to start going through the library of things I have. And I did watch Spiral. Do you remember Spiral?
The Chris Rock.
God damn, it was bad.
It was unwatchable, man.
Somehow I got a copy of that, and it's just been sitting on my hard drive. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll watch this. Chris Rock is so bad.
He's terrible.
He's not a good actor. I don't know why they would put him in this.
No, I enjoyed him in Dogma,
Yeah.
but he was shit in this movie.
Yeah. It was just like he had to be angry, and they had to have this angry scenario that basically was his character for 30 minutes. And it was just terrible because you could tell it was him trying to be angry about something that he didn't care about.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm just going to read louder.
He was cashing a check.
Yeah. 30 minutes, there was one kill. I was like, this, and it treated it more like a crime thriller than a horror film. And I was like, I don't give a shit about this.
One for me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I tried to watch. Oh, I did, because I thought I had Armageddon on my hard drive. And so I hit play and I'm like, well, where's Ben Affleck? Where's Bruce Willis? I don't know what this movie is, but apparently I guess Alex Jones made some apocalypse movie back in the day or something. And this was it. And I thrown it on my hard drive to watch and never did. Cause I was like, who's in this? And as I'm thumbing through it, his face showed up and I was like, oh, I probably went to look for this. And I was like, oh, this should be an interesting watch. And now I just don't even want to waste my time with it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been watching The Gentleman. It's really coming along great. Really cool show. And Dexter Resurrection is getting good.
Yeah.
He has joined the serial killer dinner party.
That sounds like a Legion of Doom.
It's fun, dude. Peter Dinklage is this billionaire who throws these parties for serial killers. And they get together and talk about who they've killed lately. It's really fun. And Hijack is outstanding.
Oh, the Idris Elba.
Yeah, Sir Idris.
Sir Idris Elba.
And we finished All Creatures Great and Small. It was okay.
Yeah.
You know, Masterpiece Theater. It's all right. Ponies, I'm really loving.
Okay. Yeah, I need to look into that. That is one I want to watch.
The soundtrack is 1977 perfected.
Yes.
It's really good. And the acting's great, you know, and really loving the story too. I started watching Shrinking.
Oh, yeah. The Bill Lawrence show.
What a good show, dude.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I wanted to get into it, but for some reason, I really just don't like the Jason Segel, that actor. Like, I don't know why. He just gives me bad vibes. And so I just like, and I love Bill Lawrence's stuff. Like, he did Scrubs and, oh shit, what was that one with Courtney Cox, Cougar Town?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's done a bunch of great shows. So,
yeah. Harrison Ford's just so much fun to watch. Being curmudgeon-y, you know?
I saw a scene with him and Michael J. Fox talking about Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting there. I've been plowing through Breaking Bad. We got to the scene where he gets introduced to his new meth lab under the laundromat.
Yeah, that's a cool place.
Pretty cool. And I watched The Wrecking Crew on Amazon.
The Wrecking Crew.
With Momoa and Dave Bautista.
Oh, how's that?
Totally fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a fun action movie buddy cop like show, you know?
Because I always think Jason Momoa was offered the role of Drax before Batista, so I always think of those as the two Draxes.
No, they really look like they're having fun And those are fun movies to watch.
Good, because like Momoa at times is in films that you could tell he doesn't want to be in. Like he in the first Aquaman, he's like
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. In the second one, he's having fun because he realizes, oh, I'm not Aquaman. This guy's Aquaman. I'm like the buddy to Aquaman.
Yeah.
And so it's a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think you like it too.
Okay. It's on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon, so you'll never see it.
No, I'll see it on a Plex server soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. The Pit's fantastic. It's still good, man. Just loving the Pit. This is the only show. It comes out Thursday night. I'm already asleep. I watch it the next day. Like, I get home from Dallas. Want to watch the Pit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't been that hyped to see a show in a long time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I can honestly say I haven't either. Like, even with comic book shows, it's been a while before I wake up and go, oh, they dropped a new show, and I'm watching it first thing.
And last night we watched Becoming, the Michelle Obama documentary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was just good to see nice people being in power.
Yeah.
It's just a palate cleanse for the crap we're putting up with right now.
Yeah. These are dark times, man.
Yeah. Anyways, what's the next movie you want to watch?
I forget to look these up, but I because I own this one. Dune should be what year did Dune come out?
1984.
Okay. Is it streaming anywhere?
I don't know, but you might be able to send me it.
It says, yeah, I forget my new computer doesn't have like a drive I can rip stuff from. It says it's on Netflix. You have Netflix though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure it's not the Venezuela version?
I don't know because I can't like when I go to it.
I'll find it.
Yeah, it is the David Lynch one.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy to watch that. It's my favorite Dune.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I grew up on it.
Oh, well then this should be an interesting discussion because I love the new Dune, but I recognize what it is.
No, I like the new Dune. Don't get me wrong. But Campy Dune is great.
Yeah. I think, but like new Dune is pretty pictures with Wikipedia. It is just him like reciting, okay, here's who these people are, and this is their history. Oh, and look at this giant machine. But it's great. I would have lived in those Denis Villeneuve films, like Blade Runner and shit.
Have you ever seen Jodorowsky's Dune?
Oh, I own it. I love that movie.
It's great. It's great.
I love his passion, and I put that on to see a guy who wanted to make this film so bad that he created basically a cyberpunk genre aesthetic.
Yeah.
That people aren't aware of because those ideas got recycled into all these other films.
So have you seen Santa Sagre?
No, I haven't seen a lot of his films, but I've probably read more of his comics than his film.
You gotta watch Santa Sagre, dude.
Yeah,
you have to watch. It's brilliant.
Where is it?
I don't know. I've watched it a few times over the years. It's a great film, though. Wouldn't be surprised if it's on Canopy.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, if you find it, send me a link where it is, and we'll maybe we'll go through his films next.
Love to. El Topo is fun.
Yeah, see, because I've never seen any of his films.
Dude.
I know you
It's
turned me
so
on to El
straight.
Topo, and I was like, man, this is like I don't know if I'm on the right drugs to get through this film.
Holy Mountain
Yeah.
is fantastic.
I've seen some
And
essays on
yes,
his work, but I've
and
never
yes,
visited
yeah, you do need drugs for that one.
it. All right, then. So next week, Dune.
Dude,
Muad'Dib.
I'm excited.